In this video, we will discuss about question number 5, exercise 2.3 polynomials. What about this question? We want to factorize. We are having 4 polynomials. And what sort of these polynomials? These all are having degree 3. Maximum power of variable is what? In every one we are observing maximum power of every polynomials. This polynomial having maximum power 3. It one is having 3. This one is also having 3. And this one is having y is the variable and its maximum power is 3. So all polynomials are having maximum power 3. So degree of these all polynomials will be what? 3. It means if degree is 3, then what? Cubic polynomial. So these all are cubic polynomial. Till we factorize quadratic polynomials, degree of that polynomial is what? 2. But now in this question we are having cubic polynomials. We want to factorize cubic polynomials. So how we will factorize these polynomials? In the quadratic polynomials, we split middle terms for factorization. Clear? But in the cubic, first we find one factor. Listen carefully how we will factorize cubic polynomial. In the cubic polynomials, how many factors we will obtain? We will obtain 3. Its degree of cubic polynomial is what? 3. So 3 factors we are getting. We will get 3 factors. Clear? It means once we solve in the quadratic polynomial, we are getting how many factors? 2 factors. But in the cubic, how many factors we will get? 3 factors. Clear? So out of 3, 1 factor we will obtain by trial. And how we will trial? We observe the constant term. And we find its factors. Constant terms factors, in which constant term is 2. Its factor is what? Plus minus 1, 1 and 2, plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. 2 factors having this one. So by trial we will put plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. When this polynomial having 0 value, once we are getting 0, then we can say that point out of these plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. When we are getting 0, then we can say that is the 0 of that polynomial. And then we will find factor. Clear? X minus a is the factor of polynomial. We already studied factor theorem. If PA equal to 0, then x minus a is what? X minus a is what? Factor of that polynomial. So we apply this one. Now we will understand these all things by observing these questions. Don't bother. So I am taking question number 3rd one first. I am taking question number 3rd of this question. What is this? X cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. Cubic polynomial. Its observe first is its constant term. Its constant term is plus 20. Its factors are what? It is having plus minus 1, plus minus 2. It can be divided by 1, 2, plus minus 1, plus minus. Constant term of polynomial of p of x is what? 20. Factors of 20 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5 and plus minus 10. Now we will by trial we will put any value and check where this polynomial having 0. Once we obtain 0, then that point is the 0 of that polynomial, and x minus a will be what? Factor. So once by trial we put p of minus 1, we are putting x equal to minus 1. How? Only trial method, no other method we are having. We will do trial, put these numbers plus 1, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 10, but these all are positive, so don't try to put positive numbers. All are positive. Once we put a positive, how is it possible we are getting 0? We will getting more than 0. So no necessary to put positive numbers, plus 1, plus 2, plus 4, plus 5, plus 10. Are you getting what I am saying? So put negative numbers, then we can obtain 0 na. So from these negative numbers we put there, then we are getting, when we are getting 0, that one is the 0 of that polynomial. Then x minus a is what? Factor. So we will put a equal to p of a equal to 0. We know well factor theorem, p of a. Observe, what is the factor theorem? Factor theorem states that p of a, I am using different pen so you can observe clearly. P of a equal to 0. Once we are getting p of a is the real number, clear? P of a equal to 0, then x minus a is what? One factor of that polynomial. This is the factor theorem, yes or no? So at the place of a we will put these values, minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, minus 5, minus 10. We will by trial, no other process, by trial. Once we put minus 1, then we are getting minus x is what? Minus 1, minus 1 cube, 13 into minus 1 square, plus 32 into minus 1, plus 20. Solve this one. So we are solving. Minus 1 cube will be negative, minus 1. Minus 1 square will be positive. 1 will be multiplied by 13. We are getting 13. Plus into minus, minus 32, and this is the plus 20. Add and subtract. Negative plus is what? 13 plus 20 will be 33, and minus 32 plus, sorry, minus 1. When we add both negative, then minus 33. Both will be cancelled. Result will be what? 0. So once we put x equal to minus 1 in the given polynomials, we are getting 0. It means this is the x equal to minus a. X equal to minus a is what? X equal to minus a is the 0 of that polynomial. So x plus 1 will be its factor. Once we are putting a in the polynomial, when we are getting 0, then we can say x equal to minus a. Sorry, x equal to a is the 0 of that polynomial, then x minus a will be its factor. X minus a will be its factor. We already studied in the factor theorem, clear? So x minus a will be its factor. So once we put what? X equal to minus 1, we are getting 0. It means x equal to minus 1 is the 0 of that polynomial. So x plus 1, we are putting x equal to minus 1. So x plus a, x, this is the negative, so we use plus. How? X equal to a, what? X equal to a is the 0. We will put this value in this polynomial, we are getting 0. Then we can say, we transpose this towards the right, x minus a. X minus a will be its factor. Now out of 3 cubic polynomials are having 3 factors. Out of 3 factors we are getting 1 factor. How we are getting 1 factor? By trial method. By trial method, no other method we will use. By trial we are getting x plus 1 is the factor of this polynomial. Are you getting or not? how we will find? By trial we will put values. And how we will observe values of x? Using this constant term. Factor of this constant term we will observe, put from these factors. When we are getting 0, that will be the 0 of that polynomial, and x minus a, it means a is what? A is what? Minus 1. So x minus a is what? Minus a. So x minus of 1, minus plus, so x plus 1 is a factor of this one. Getting or not? Now we want remaining two factors. For finding remaining two factors, we will divide given polynomial from this factor. How we will find remaining factors? We will divide this polynomial from this one, this factor, which factor which we observed, we will divide from. So this is the given polynomial. Normal division method. We are dividing this polynomial from x plus 1. This is the one of the factor of this polynomial. Clear? Once we put its 0 into the polynomial, we are getting 0. So this one is its factor. Clear? We done so many questions linked to this type. Polynomials are given. We are having one factor. How we will find that one is the factor or not? We will find that factor 0 and we will put that 0 into the polynomial. Once we are getting the value of the polynomial equal to 0, then what we can say? That one is the factor of that polynomial. Clear? So similarly, this is the factor of this one. We want remaining 2. So this is the cubic. This is what? Cubic. So we will divide it. We will divide this polynomial from x plus 1 factor. It's one factor. So how we will divide this one? It is the easiest process, no problem. Now first there is a x cube. Observe carefully. We want x cube. Getting? We want x cube. So what number? How we are getting x cube there? Once we multiply this from x square, then x plus 1 is multiplied by x square, then we are getting first term x cube. Getting or not? What I am saying? We want x cube this place. How we will get x cube? Once we multiply x plus 1, x is multiplied by x square, x into x square will be what? X cube. So when we multiply this one from x square, then we are getting x cube. So we are multiplying this one. This is the divisor and this is what? Dividend. So x square. We are multiplying this one. X square multiplied by x cube. X square multiplied by 1, x square. Now we will subtract in the division. What we do? We subtract. This is the plus. This is the plus. And this is the plus. Now in the subtraction, once we subtract any number, we want to subtract what? 5. We want to subtract 5 from 10. How we will subtract? 10 minus 5. We want to subtract 5 from 10. What we will do? We will do 10 minus 5. We want to subtract this. We want to subtract this one from this one. So this will be the negative one. Its sign will be changed. So how we are changing sign? This is positive, so its sign will be negative. When we subtract, it is the positive, so its sign will be negative. So x cube, now this is not positive. This will be what? We are subtracting, so its sign is changed. X cube minus x cube. Subtracting, then we are getting cancel. Both will be cancelled, 0. Now we are subtracting. This is a 13x square. This is not plus x square. Now it is the minus x square. So 13x square minus x square will be what? 12x square. Yes or no? 12x square. So this is the 12x square. Remaining both terms we will copy as it is. Now come there. We want 12x square. What we want? We want 12x square. There is the x. So this x will be multiplied by 12x. This x will be multiplied by this 12x. Then we are getting there 12x square. Whatever we received there, we want that one. And do multiplication is. There is a 12x square. There is a x cube. First term is x cube. We want x cube. We want to neglect first term. So there is a x cube. We want x cube. When we subtract, then we are getting 0. We can cancel. Yes, na? So there x cube. We are multiplying x square. Clear? Now there is a 12x square. We want what? 12x square. We want 12x square. So this 12x square will be multiplied by, we want this one. So this divisor will be multiplied by 12x. 12x into x will be what? 12x square. 12x into 1. Distributive law will be applied. We will multiply 12x is complete this factor. Hana. So 12x into x will be 12x square. 12x into 1 will be what? 12x. Now this is a positive, its sign will be changed, plus, so we are subtracting. Subtracting means sign will be changed. This is the positive, so when subtract then it will be negative. So 12x square minus 12x square will be cancelled both. Yes. Now this is the plus, we want to subtract 32x minus 12x will be what? 20x. Remaining will be copy as it is. Now we want 20x. How we will obtain 20x? We will multiply this from 20. 20 into x, 20x. 20 into 1, 20. Subtract 20x. This is a positive, so minus. Positive, so minus. Both will be the cancel. Yes or no? And remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. Then we will not divide. So this is the divisor, this is the dividend, remainder is 0, and this is what? Quotient, result. Now this is in the form of quadratic polynomial. And how to factorize quadratic? Once we factorize quadratic polynomial, we will get how many factors? 2 factors we will obtain. By splitting of middle term. By splitting of middle terms. In the 10th standard we study what? One formula is there. Nature of the roots. By using that formula we can find the quadratic equations, what? Factors. So this given cubic polynomial can be written as its one factor is this one, and another one is what? Quadratic polynomial. Now we want factors, 3 factors having cubic polynomial. Now we will factorize this one. We can find easily. How we will factorize this one? We will split middle term. By splitting middle term, 12x is there. We will split 10x plus 2x. Sum is what? 10x plus 2x. Sum is 12x. And product of both should be equal to product of first and last term. Product of first and last term is what? X square into 20, 20x square. Product of both plus 10x into plus 2x. When we product, we are getting 20x square. It means this one having 2 parts, 10x and 2x. Clear? Now in the next step, we will take common in both and common in both. X is common, this is remaining, 2 is common, this one is the remaining. Clear? We already completed in the question number 4. Factorization of the quadratic polynomials. So in which we are getting this one factor, and remaining is what? Quadratic polynomial. And quadratic polynomial, how we will solve? By factorization. By splitting middle term. Now take bracket as a common, remaining we are taking another bracket. So these are 3 factors, 1, 2, 3, 3 factors of this given polynomial. Clear? So this is the answer of this polynomial. After factorization, what we are getting? X plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 10. And these all 1, 2, its 0 is what? X equal to minus 1. Its 0 equal to what? X equal to minus 2. And x equal to minus 2. What? X equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 10. Once we put in the given polynomial, minus 1, minus 2, minus 10, when we put in this polynomial, we are getting the polynomial value equal to 0. So from these factors we can find the zeros, and all these are in these -1, -2, -10. Yes or no? Yes. These are three factors of this given polynomials. So again observe how we will find the factors of cubic polynomial. First, by using trial, we will put some values in the given polynomial. Once that polynomial value is 0, then we can say x minus a. X minus a. A is the real number. We are putting x minus a will be the factor of that polynomial. Clear? Then we observed, we find the one factors, then we will divide given polynomial from that factor. Then we are getting quadratic polynomial. Then we will factorize quadratic polynomial, and from the quadratic polynomial we are getting two factors. So in this way we are getting three factors of cubic polynomial. Getting? This will be the process of solving these questions. Now remaining questions are simple once you understand this process. Now I am taking question number second one. What is the question? It is having one polynomial, is this one, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. By trial, once we put what? Its factor is plus minus 1 and plus minus 5. So we will put plus 5 minus 5, plus 1 minus 1, plus 1 minus 1. Clear? Now once I am taking 5 out of these four values, I am taking x equal to 5 and putting that in the polynomial, we are getting what? 0. It means x equal to 5 is the 0 of x equal to 5. X equal to 5 is a 0 of p of x. Yes or no? X equal to, when we put x equal to 5 in the polynomial, we are getting 0. So x equal to 5 is a 0 of polynomial. Then we are getting p of 5 equal to 0. Then x minus a will be the factor. It means x minus 5. X minus 5 is a factor of this polynomial. This is the factor theorem. We studied already. This is what? Factor theorem. X minus 5 is the factor. We are getting one factor. So we will divide this given polynomial from this factor. We are dividing. Clear? So we want x cube. What we want? X cube. There is a x. So we will multiply this factor from x square. Then x square into x will be x cube. X square into minus 5 will be minus 5x square. What rule? Distributive law. Clear? We are multiplying this and this one. We are getting this one. We want to subtract. This is the positive. Subtract, then sign will be changed. This is the negative. So sign subtract, then sign will be changed. Minus minus of minus minus plus. Now both will be the cancel. This is the minus or this is the plus. So what is the remaining? Plus 2x square is given. Minus is smaller than positive. Negative number is smaller than positive. Now we cannot use this sign. This sign is changed to plus. So plus 5x square is big. So what is remaining? 2x square. Remaining we will copy as it is. Now we want 2x square. What we want? 2x square we want. So we will multiply from 2x of this factor. Then we are getting 2x square is the first number, and second one is what? Minus 10x. Then we will subtract. This is a plus, minus, this is the minus of plus. So both will be the cancel. Both will be what? Cancel. Now minus 9x plus 10x. Sign is changed. Minus is converted into positive. 10x. What is the remaining? X is remaining. X minus 5. Now we want x. So we will multiply this by 1. Then we are getting x minus 5. Then we are changing sign. This is the plus. So minus, minus of plus, we are getting 0. Remainder is 0. So in this way we are getting quadratic polynomial. This polynomial, cubic polynomial, having one factor x minus 5 and remaining quadratic polynomial x square plus 2x plus 1. We want to factorize this one. How we will factorize quadratic polynomial? we will split middle terms. So 2x can be split into x plus x 2x, and product of both x into x will be x square. Product of first and last one is what? X square. So we can write this way. Now take common in first two and last two. We are getting this one. Take bracket as a common, and remaining term we are having another one bracket. So in this way we are getting x minus 5, x plus 1, x plus 1. It means x plus 1 whole square and x minus 5. These are factors, 3 factors, 1, 2, 3. 3 factors we are having for this cubic polynomial. Clear? And these all are where? X equal to, what is its 0? X equal to minus 1. Its 0 is what? Where? Not this one. This one. X equal to 5 and x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1. So we are getting x equal 3 zeros we are in cubic polynomial, so its zeros will be what? 3 factors, 3 roots, and what? 3 zeros. X equal to 5, x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1. Clear? These are the factors of this polynomial. Now I am taking question number 4th one, in which we are using what? In which we are having variable y. So let P of y equal to 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. Clear? Now by trial what we can say? P of 1. P of 1, once I am taking 1, it is having 1, its factor is plus minus 1. So we can use plus 1 or minus 1. So I am using 1 first. So putting 1, then we are putting this 1 value there and solving, we are getting 0. Clear? P of 1 polynomial value is 0. It means x equal to 1 is its 0. It's not x, y equal to 1. Y equal to 1 is the 0. So y minus 1 is the factor of this polynomial from factor theorem. This is the factor theorem. At y equal to 1, we are getting polynomial value is 0. So y minus a is what? 1. So y minus 1 will be the factor of polynomial P of y. What polynomial we are having? P of y. Now one factor we obtained, so we will divide the given polynomial from y minus 1. Normal division, we want this value. How we will find this value? 2y cube. There is a y. So we will multiply y from 2y square. 2y square. Then we are multiplying this one from this one, we are getting this one. This is the positive, so its sign will be minus. It is negative, so positive. Both will be cancelled. Now this is positive, and now when subtract we are getting this one is also positive. Add both 3y square. Both will be copy as it is. This one. Now we want 3y square. There is a y. How we will find the 3y square? Once we multiply y from 3y. Y minus 1 is multiplied by 3y, then we are getting 3y square. First term is same. We want the first term same. Clear? 3y square minus 3y into minus 1 minus 3y. This is positive, sign will be minus. We are subtracting, it means second term will be the negative. Positive, so converted into minus. Minus, so plus. Both will be cancelled. What is the remaining? Minus 2y plus 3y. Y is remaining. Y minus 1. Clear? Now y minus 1 is remaining. We want y. There is a y minus 1. Directly we multiply plus 1. 1 multiplied by y, y. 1 multiplied by minus y, minus 1, minus 1. So when we subtract, this is a positive minus. Minus, so both will be cancelled and remainder is what? 0. Now this polynomial having one factor is y minus 1, another one is what? Quadratic polynomial. Now quadratic polynomial we can factorize by splitting middle term. We will split middle term. 3y can be split into 2y plus y, 3y, and product of both will be what? 2y square, and product of first and last term is what? 2y square. It means 2y plus y is the correct parts. Now take common in first two and last two. We are getting this one. Bracket will be in this term and in this term. Bracket is common. Take outside. Remaining we are taking in another bracket. So in this way we are getting y minus 1, y plus 1, 2y plus 1 are 3 factors of this polynomial. Clear? Now we are having one question there. Question number 1 is remaining. I am going to solve that question. Observe carefully. First we will observe By trial method we will find the polynomial value. Once we are getting the polynomial value 0, then we can say what? Observe, let P, question number first one I am taking. What question? Question number 1 I am taking first. All questions we completed. Now only first one is the remaining. So I am taking first one. X cube, polynomial is what? Let this polynomial P of x equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Observe carefully. If you are having doubt in this question, your whole doubt will be completed. No doubt will be remaining. Now we are having this polynomial by trial. By trial we will find its value. We are having constant term 2. It means we can put plus 1 minus 1, plus 2 minus 2. I am putting P of 1. I am putting x equal to 1. Then what we are getting? 1 cube minus 2 times of 1 square minus 1 plus 2. Solve this one. 1 minus 2 into 1. 1 minus 1 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Minus 1 2 plus 1 cancel. So it means 0. At P of 1, at x equal to 1, this polynomial value is 0. So what we can say? X minus 1, x minus a. X minus a is the, what is the factor theorem? X minus a is the factor of P of a equal to 0. What language? Factor theorem. X minus a is the factor of polynomial P of x when P of a equal to 0. P of a, at a equal to a is 1, we are getting 0. So x minus a is what? 1. So x minus a is a factor of P of x. Clear? Clear now? Now we will divide from x minus 1 to given polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Clear? First we want x square, x cube. So we will multiply this from x square into x cube, x square into minus 1, minus x square. Subtract, this is plus. So plus will be converted into minus when we subtract. Minus will be in plus. Both will be cancelled. What is the remaining? Minus 2x plus 2x. Now this is not negative, this is plus. Sign is changed. How? Observe. We want to subtract minus 2x square minus of minus x square. This is negative, this is negative. We want to subtract it. So we will use minus sign. So minus 2x square plus x square. What is the remaining? Minus x square. Observe. This sign will be changed. Minus, when we subtract, then this minus will be converted into plus. Now in which plus will be converted into minus? How? Observe. X cube minus x cube. Like this one. We want to subtract x cube. What we are doing? We are subtracting both. X cube minus this one. Both are positive. So we will use minus in between. Minus. Then we are getting cancel both. Yes or no? So this is a process. If you don't know, you can do like. But directly we can do this one. Once practice, then you can observe this process. What? Minus x square is remaining. This is the more than this one. My negative is big. Minus 2x square from plus x square. So minus will be the remaining. Minus x plus 2 will be as it is. Now we want minus x square. What we want? Minus x square. We want there is what? X. So we will multiply by minus x. Once we multiply minus x of this one, x plus 1, sorry, minus is this one. Solve minus x square, minus plus x. And we will put this value there. Minus x square plus x. Yes or no? I am explaining. If you are having problem, you can observe carefully. This is the last question, so doing carefully. Minus x, this will be multiplied by this one, minus x square. This one is multiplied by this one, minus into minus plus 1 into x. Now change, we want to subtract plus, and this will be minus, both will be cancelled. This is the minus x, this is minus x, and minus minus we will add both, minus 2x, and there is what, 2, minus 2x plus 2. Now we want minus 2x, so we will multiply, there is the x, we will multiply by minus 2. Getting now? So minus 2 into this one, minus 2x, minus 2 into minus 1 plus what, 2. Subtract plus minus, both will be cancelled, remainder is 0. So what, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 is having one factor x minus 1, and one is quadratic polynomials x square minus x minus 2. This quadratic polynomial can be factorized by splitting middle term x minus 1 into x square minus x can be written as minus 2x plus x. Minus 2x plus x will be minus x. Multiply both, minus 2x square. First and last multiplication is what? X square into minus 2 will be minus 2x square. Clear? It means both are correct parts. Now take common x minus 1, take common in both and common in both. What is the common in first two? X is common, x minus 2. Common, what is the common in both? No one is common, it means 1 is common, x minus 2. X minus 1 is, it is in this term and in this term, bracket is common, take bracket outside and take remaining will be another bracket, x plus 1. It means we are having x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 2. These are three factors. These are three factors of this cubic polynomials. When we put x equal to 1, x equal to minus 1, x equal to 2 in the given polynomial, its value is what? 0. So these are what? Factors of this polynomial. So in these questions we are factorizing. These are cubic polynomials. So in the quadratic polynomial we will factorize how? We are splitting middle term into the two parts. Sum should be equal to middle term, and product of sum of the both the parts will be this middle term, and product of both parts should be product of first and last term. Clear? But in the cubic polynomial, what we are doing? First, by trial we are finding 0, 1, 0. Once we obtain that polynomial's value equal to 0, then we can say what? First we find what? 0. And how we will find the 0? By observing constant term. We will put that 0. We will put that 0 into the polynomial. Once we are getting 0 value of the polynomial, then we can say that one is the 0 of that polynomial. And x minus a is what value we are putting? Real number. X minus a will be the factor of that polynomial. This is a factor theorem. Then we divide given polynomial, cubic polynomial, from that factors. Then we are getting what? Quadratic polynomial. Then we factorize this quadratic polynomial, we are getting 2 factors. So 2 factors from this one and 1 by trial. So in this way we are getting 3 factors of cubic polynomial. That's all about this class. Thank you so much.